Hello, and welcome to Tinkering Fundamentals, Motion and Mechanisms. This is an online course designed to support a tinkering disposition in your educational practice as a classroom teacher or an out-of-school educator. We've developed a variety of activities at the Tinkering Studio that explore kinetic contraptions, motion, mechanisms, and other fun things to do with that. We'll be sharing some of these activities and the designs behind them, and you'll be hearing from both of us and our colleagues in the Tinkering Studio. I'm Mike Petrich, the director of the Informal Learning Center at the Exploratorium.
And I'm Karen Wilkinson, the director of the Tinkering Studio.
We develop tinkering activities at the Exploratorium, a museum in San Francisco. But the Exploratorium is more than just a museum. It's a kind of learning laboratory experimenting with engaging people of all ages in learning about science, art, and human perception. We've developed hundreds of exhibits and educational programs as a way of offering visitors a direct experience with science phenomenon, art installations, and problems to think with. Tinkering really is at the core of what the Exploratorium has been about since it started. Our group is responsible for a program called the Tinkering Studio on the museum exhibit floor.
The Tinkering Studio is a physical place within the Exploratorium, a learning lab of sorts, one where we get to develop and refine these ideas related to tinkering and learning. But as much as it's a physical place, it's also a guiding principle for us, one that we really embraced. It's based on a philosophy of constructionism, one that really believes that by constructing tangible objects, people think differently. We offer opportunities for them to build things with us in the Tinkering Studio, using a wide variety of materials and phenomena. It's a chance for them to drop in and work on these projects for as long as they'd like, maybe even return to the ideas once they get back home. Tinkering is often associated with play, and it certainly is playful and whimsical, but it's also something we take very seriously. We truly see tinkering as a serious endeavor.
So here's a brief overview about how this course will work. We'll look carefully at what it takes to design, plan, and facilitate these types of tinkering explorations. And we'll share these ideas and insights each week.
Each of the activities in the course have been inspired by someone, an artist, a maker, a tinkerer who we've collaborated with. And we want to give you a chance to meet them, see their studio spaces, and look at how they work, the materials that they use. And we'll also see what inspires them and how they get their ideas. Many of the ideas and inspirations in this course are featured in the book, The Art of Tinkering. And we'll be talking with teachers and after-school educators who have been using these activities in their work. It's a chance to hear directly from them about the impacts tinkering has had on their practice.
We'll share tips and tricks about what it takes to plan for and prepare to host these types of activities in your educational practice. We'll talk about tools and materials and other elements that you might want to gather and prepare ahead of time. And we'll talk with some of our mentors, those who can say a little bit more about the educational pedagogy that surrounds these types of activities and supports learning for learners of all ages.
We hope that this course gives you a chance to try some of these activities on your own, to experience them firsthand as a learner, and then try them out in your own educational setting, whether it's a classroom or a museum, after-school center, library, or even a kitchen table. And finally, we hope to support a rich set of conversations with you online and even in person if possible, but give you a chance to really dig deeper with some of these ideas and make sense of it for yourselves, but also widen the conversation and have a larger group thinking about making and tinkering together.